For those who have been around enough to remember, this will be a true treat for you. For those who were not here during the Madden 18 run, those of you who might be new, and there may be a lot of you, this will be a new treat for you. The legend of the Brooklyn Beats began with the Madden 18 franchise way back when, about 2 years ago, where the Brooklyn Beats took down the New York Giants for their very first Super Bowl. They would run off some more Super Bowls after that. And now, the Brooklyn Beats will finally get a proper return in Madden 20, if you guys deem that to be a series you want to continue. So here we go. Keon Wild is going to take over the Dallas Cowboys. It is the Dallas Cowboys who will be moving to Brooklyn to become the Brooklyn Beats. It is only fitting. They are part of the NFC East, yet they are a team in the south central area of the country. So let's put them where they belong. Over in the NFC East, it's going to be Brooklyn. It is going to be the Beats. Now, Madden 19, we attempted a Brooklyn Beats franchise. It did not go for more than like 3 episodes, I believe. Madden 19 was just such a horrible game that I could not do multiple franchises in it. I could barely do even one franchise in it. As a matter of fact, I didn't complete any series in Madden 19. It was just so bad. But Madden 20 has been fun, and I've enjoyed doing the Redskins series. If you haven't seen the Redskins series, you're new to the channel at all, I will put that in a card above, as well as the playlist to the old Beats series. If you want to check that out, those will both be in cards at the end of the video for you to check out. We went with jersey number 3 here. It's the only one with black, and if there's no black and purple, it's no Beats team, that's for darn sure. So we are going to choose the Deluxe Futuristic Stadium. I want to be able to have snow in our stadium at the end of the season. And here you go, all the re-signings, they're all going to get cut. There will be no Dallas Cowboy players on this roster. Usually, if I do a lot of relocation series, usually I will keep one player of the original team, but being that I really hate the Dallas Cowboys, they're all going to go bye-bye. The twist in this Beats series is that we are not going to get draft picks for all of the players who were Dallas Cowboys. They are here, and they are flashing across your screen, being cut as we speak. They are all gone. This team is starting out with absolutely nothing. The only thing that we are starting out with is our 7 original draft picks, and we don't even have one of them because of the Cowboys. Thank you very much, Cowboys, for giving away your 6th round pick. So we start out right away here in the first round, and it is Adric Cromartie that we are looking at selecting here. Awesome defensive tackle. We actually get him. He is the number 1 player in True Talent in this entire draft class, and we get him at number 20. We only had the 20th overall pick in Sim. Thank you, Sim. So 79 overall. He is an absolute monster. So now in the second round, we go right after our franchise quarterback, Casey Mays. 22 years old, he's 38 in True Talent. We were able to get him at 52. Solid pick for us. He's only a 70 overall, but he's probably the only quarterback I would want to lead this team going forward. At least that was in this draft class. We would have had to wait and had a really horrible year if we were to continue this series, and that's not going to be really smart for us. So we get our franchise quarterback in round number 2. Now, I accidentally simulated round number 3. Didn't really realize that we were on the clock, and I simulated to next user pick, but we end up with Melvin Fine, who was the 41st player in True Talent, and we take him with 148. So now in the 4th round, we're going to take a lucky dip, as my friend Param Crow would say. Emmanuel Shields is going to be the pick here. It's a bit of a reach according to the CPU, but I mean, we really have no scouting data on a lot of these guys. So our 5th round pick, Jarrett Cross, he's going to be a 60 overall, a bit of a reach. We went for him due to his combine, his speed, and he does have some speed at 92 speed, but he can't cover a fly. So really bad out there. But round 7, we're going to look to redeem ourselves. We are 12 picks from the finish, I believe, here of the draft, and we are going to go after kicker Matt Snowden. And look at this, Matt Snowden, a 69 overall, but a hidden development kicker. You can't be mad at drafting a man like that. 93 kick power, 78 accuracy. He should be a franchise kicker here for a really long time. So, I believe we've drafted a franchise D-tackle, a franchise quarterback, and a franchise kicker. So I think we are pretty well set up with at least 3 core players out of the 6 picks that we were able to take here. And the tight end Melvin Fine, he could be a really nice player if given the opportunity. So I think 4 out of 6 is a very successful draft for us. We will take a look at the rest of the league and see how they were able to do. The Dolphins with the number 1 overall pick take a nice player. And you can see a lot of really nice players were taken before we took Adric Cromartie, but Cromartie ranked number 1 in true talent by the computers, so I'm going to brag anyways. We got the number 1 player in this draft, and we were able to get a franchise quarterback in the 2nd round. Can't believe nobody went ahead and grabbed him right away. Tucker would have been a very nice player at middle linebacker, but the quarterback to me is the most important position on the field, and I'm really glad we were able to get one. So tight end Melvin Fine was one of the better players we could have selected at our pick in the 3rd round anyway, so I'm not upset that that's who the computer selected to give me when I was an idiot and simmed through our pick. However, as we get to the 4th and the 5th rounds, we ended up with more of reaches because we weren't really in touch with our scouting on those sections of the draft. There was really nobody I was actually looking at, so I kind of went all lucky dip on that. But our 7th round pick, I really think that Snowden could be a very good kicker in this league. Maybe the next Justin Tucker. I mean, how many kickers do you draft in Madden with hidden development? I don't really know the numbers on that, but I would venture to guess it's not too many, being that most kickers and punters aren't even drafted in this game. Joey Copeland was a nice steal for the Falcons, a nice tackle late in the draft to get a 71. But normal development, I'd rather have Snowden with the extra development trait. So really happy to see what we were able to pick up in this draft, but it only makes us a 57 overall. Now, we are a 57 overall team with a 56 offense and a 60 defense. We've filled out our roster, and I will show you how we've done that. And this is where the next twist to this Beats franchise will come into play. Casey Mays will stay Casey Mays. However, Bryce Townsend could be one of you guys, and he is a 53 overall hidden development player. Jimmy Hawthorne, Antoine Norwood, and Rodney Merritt are our running backs. I believe they're all normal development players, but they could be any one of you guys as well as Malik Britton, Lorenzo Garnes, Zach Rogers, Dean Light, Darren Reynolds, Harmon Moulton, and Marquise Pierman. I believe all of these guys are normal development as well, so any of those guys could be one of you. All you have to do is follow the template that is in the description box below. Adam Oldenburg is a hidden development tight end. Russell Albright could be one of you as well. Melvin Fine will, however, stay Melvin Fine. Jordan Peterson, hidden development at left tackle. Rodney Stanley is hidden development at left guard. So some good UDFA pickups for us. Hopefully they work out in the long run. As Alan Starling, also another hidden development UDFA. Rashard Arnold as well, another one. We're getting some good ones here. And as far as right tackle, only Jeremy Treader is a hidden development player. Manny Ragland and Mac Peters are on the team. Mac Peters at left end is a hidden development player. Now, I will say hidden development players have a chance to start eventually, but doesn't mean that they're going to start immediately. It's going to go off of preseason performances. Carson Griffith, Norman Graves, they are normal development players. At left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, Tanner Gore, Nick Beckham, and Kaderil Ash are all normal development guys. Eric Carlson is our only linebacker with hidden development. At corner, all these top guys are normal, including Javier Knox, Roman Burke. These guys are all normal. Maynard is normal. Andrew Warner, though, is hidden development, as well as Solomon Atkinson. So a couple hidden dev corners have a chance to work their way up. All of the normal guys, you know, are kind of in front of them. Will Murray, Strong, Roosevelt, Owens, all of our safeties are normal development. Matt Snowden, of course, is hidden dev, but he cannot be one of you guys because we have drafted him. And Andrew Bost we've picked up as a UDFA, so one of you guys could claim him, to be honest. So that is the roster and how it's shaping up now. I will take you guys into the final preseason game. Some quick highlights here. Getting through this final preseason game on 3rd and 2. Hawthorne can't pick it up. It goes to the Cardinals after a punt. Cardinals now threatening with Kyler Murray in the first quarter. His final drive of the first quarter, throwing left side, incomplete on 3rd and 1. So the Cardinals going to end up with a field goal there. They would get another one later. They're up 6-0 here in the third. A 3rd and 5. Big throw by Townsend. Incomplete off the hands of the receiver. So Beats settle for 3. 2nd and 13 for the Cardinals. Look at David Johnson. Shades of his old self as he makes our defense just look silly. Now 3rd and 2. Look at this. Hawthorne. Big time run by him as he gets into the end zone. I believe that was actually Norwood with the run there. Yes, backups. That was Norwood with the run. So we will end up losing that final preseason game by a score of 13-10 to the Arizona Cardinals. But showing some promise as Kevin Hogan ends up being the best quarterback in this game. Kyler Murray, number 2. Bryce Townsend goes 15 of 21 for 152 yards. Casey Mays goes 2 of 3 for 21 yards. Nobody had a touchdown or a pick at quarterback in this game. Antoine Norwood, 11 carries for 57 and a touchdown. Looks like he really wants to win that starting job. We'll see if he's able to be the one that wins the job. Norwood also with 4 catches for 30 yards. He's also listed as our slot receiver because he's really good at it. He's a very good receiving back, so he's definitely a guy that could definitely make some plays for us, maybe be the catalyst for the offense outside of maybe Melvin Fine. So looking at the defense, some plays were made, especially if you look at Nick Beckham, who out there forcing a fumble. Some sacks were gotten. We're going to look at the end of preseason stats here. Casey Mays will be the starting quarterback. He had the better quarterback rating. He didn't throw any touchdowns, didn't throw any interceptions, so he's still looking for his first NFL touchdown, period, either in preseason or regular season. The running back competition was very, very close. You'll probably see both of them get carries. Reynolds was the number 1 receiver in preseason. Melvin Fine didn't really get a big opportunity as he was mostly out after the first quarter of every game, but 61 yards for him, not too bad, not too shabby. The offensive line, nothing absolutely horrible there, but there was one guy giving up a sack a game, which isn't really what we want to see. And on defense, you can see Nick Beckham might be a very strong defensive player for us, with 1.5 sacks, and he had his forced fumble. But I really do look forward to seeing what Cromartie is able to do as the big D tackle in the middle, as he did have himself 1 sack this preseason. So, if this series is picked up after this week, if it's something you guys want to see, let me know in the comments section below. Let me also know with how many likes you guys drop on this video. But we'll take on the Eagles in our first game.
Pretty little star boy.